Back in 2016, we had a plan for security here in the Hawkins County Courthouse and Annex. And at the time, there was a funding issue, and we weren't able to put the plan into place. Sarah Davis in the Hawkins County Mayor's office asked me to do a new study to see how this might be feasible now here in 2021. So myself and other folks with some security companies did a survey of the building. We walked through the building and came up with a plan to where we could provide equipment and personnel here in the Hawkins County Courthouse.
Okay. Can you give me kind of a brief synopsis of what kind of equipment and personnel changes?
The equipment would consist of cameras and alarms, things that could be watched from different locations and things like that, in various locations in both buildings and outside the buildings. Security officers would be able to greet folks as they came into the courthouse. They would also be able to give directions as to what office and who does what inside the courthouse and annex. They would be able to patrol the grounds, both in the annex and courthouse and at the county mayor's office, the old Hawkins County Jail, and that property, and just try to provide some extra security and safety for folks that are visiting the Hawkins County Courthouse complex.
Was there something that happened that brought this issue back to the forefront?
Nothing in general that happened here. It's just something that's really needed to be done for a long time. You know, there's a lot of folks that visit this building. We have a nice courthouse and a fine building, and we just hope to increase safety and security here.
I think when this first issue first started, we were having a bad streak of shootings, public shootings, and things like that. Is that still a concern?
That is still a concern. Of course, there have been shootings at various kind of facilities nationwide. You know, you're talking about courthouses, schools, stores, city parks, just all sorts of different facilities. And hopefully, with folks knowing that we have security here in place, maybe that'll change someone else's mind, and maybe they won't be so, able to do something like that. We just want to make sure that everybody that comes to visit here and all the employees that are here are safe and secure.
Okay. And just one last quick question: do you have like a startup dollar figure that's going to include the equipment and then like an ongoing cost?
Yeah, the equipment cost is around $50,000. That would be alarms, associated equipment with that, cable, wiring, door alarms, cameras, different kinds of cameras. We have a lot of the things the county already has that we'll be able to use, and that will cut the cost down. Metal detector cost, and then personnel cost, which runs around a little over $100,000.
All right, for 3 people?
For 3 people,
okay.
Yes. I wish we could provide this sort of security all over the county, but we may not be able to, but we're always looking for a way to make things better for our citizens here.
Well, you heard some office holders at the meeting, the Public Safety Committee meeting, say that they have money in their hands. The court, Chancery Court, deals with sensitive issues where emotions run high sometimes.
Yes.
So this will probably be at the top of your priority list, wouldn't it?
All sorts of things happen in this building. You have taxes being collected, and you have court cases of various kinds in the Chancery Court. People may come in, mad about the cost of a car tag. And we have people that come in here and then, file and maybe have other medical issues that officers can help with. So we hope that these folks working here in this building will be able to help in a number of different ways.
And did the stimulus money coming in, does that make it a little easier to sell?
Well, I think it might, due to the fact that they do have some money available to them,
yeah.
And otherwise they may not have that money, But hopefully they'll be able to come to a vote and be able to help the citizens here that work in the courthouse and that come to visit.